Nation, really appreciate you all. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. We was live like 95 with the late night hype, me, Big Game James, the young phenom, Skywalker Steel. And we talked about this. We talked about the Gerald McCoy, what he will be able to do. I did the quick film session on Gerald, and I will say he's a guy that can get upfield. He's a guy that's going to be able to win his one-on-ones. And the numbers are finally in. The numbers are in, and the numbers is pretty much $6 million a year. What a deal! What a deal! $6 million a year. Can you believe that for Gerald McCoy, the real McCoy? So I think that particular situation, although he is a little long in the tooth, but don't look at that. I would have been worried if we were to look at this and we were to see the decline in his game plan. But since the Carolina Panthers are pretty much terraforming their particular organization, hey, let's go ahead and pick up this particular guy and see what he can do for us for $6 million a year. Who's complaining? Shout out to you, Toe. Who's complaining? Who's complaining about $6 million a year for Gerald McCoy? So we still have some work to do. Player evaluation is 365. 24 hours a day, right? Shout out to you, Mark, man. Really appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in to the nation. Y'all check out Mark Holmes, Joe Boo, and Michael Anthony Fitness channel. Really appreciate you guys for tuning in. All right, so here's the thing. So the numbers are in 3 years, a little over $20 million, or right at it. I would say, of course, they got some incentives in that particular deal. I would say, although we lost a Jason Witten, number 82, and we lost a Jeff Heath. So what that does in returns is that now we can say to this team, or say to ourselves, this is a whole new era. I'm talking about the offensive side of the ball as it relates to the tight end play. We do know that when Jason Witten, when he tried to go do the ESPN, he was there for a cup of coffee. We know for sure when he came back, we was all saying like, maybe we would like his off the field situation, but his on the field situation, we didn't want that. So I'm thinking that with this team, look for them to really look into this draft, or maybe, just maybe, once everything is over with the draft, for them to take a real good look at one of those tight ends. I think that's where they're going to go with that. On top of that, Cowboy Nation, when we start to talk about the defensive side of the ball, although Jeff Heath is gone now, and he's gone to Raiderland. Shout out to Jeff Heath for what he brought to the table. I'm not going to talk bad or ill will of Jeff Heath, but thank God he's gone. Thank God, because now we can really look at that safety role, and it won't be some cronyism going on. It won't be that nepotism going on. It won't be that favoritism going on. It won't be, hey, I'm going to get this position because I played in the NFL for this particular team for a long type of situation groove going on. And shout out to Jeff Heath. But I like the ideology and the philosophy that now we can really take a fresh look at safety play. It won't be no strongholds on Donovan Wilson, dare I say. So, the free agent moves, I think that we're doing a great job. I forgot about Chris Harris. This is Gregory Dotson. Really appreciate you. Grant Dilpet, baby. Captain America. So let's get this out. Who is all in favor of Javon Kinlaw? Who is all in favor right now of, dare I say, a Grant Dilpat? Who's all in favor of a McKinney? Let me know. Post your thoughts down below on that. My thing is, shout out to you, Tooth. All right, so just put down, Dilpat, Kinlaw, all day, my guy, Mr. Wright, Antoine Myers, okay? I feel you on that. CJ Henderson. Because let me tell you where we got holes at. And YouTube, I'm not talking about the ladies, you said. I'm talking about holes on this defense, YouTube. So don't get me in trouble, YouTube. We got a lot of holes. We got holes. We got holes everywhere on this particular defensive side of the ball. I'm comfortable a little bit, just a teeny weeny little bit, on the offensive side of the ball. But where my biggest concerns is that, yeah, we do got Jordan, Hip Pocket, Lewis, and Cheeto, Woozy, yay. But I got big old concerns on cornerback play. On top of that, we lost Byron Jones. I heard the interview this morning with Michael Irvin. He said he worked out with Byron Jones a couple of days ago, and he said those feet are so nice. And he said that, hey, that injury that he had and that surgery that he had last year, now all of that is coming to play, that now that is resolved. I'm sitting there like, I don't want to see Byron Jones get interceptions and turnovers and takeaways in Miami land. But I will say, we got holes on the aspect of we don't know. The unknown situation as it relates to defensive back. And we have holes on the defensive edge rush. Unless somebody can look into the future, and if somebody got that future view of 2020 season, the 2021 season, 2022 season, and say to me, Law Nation, don't worry at all, because we're going to have Randy Gregory. He's going to be not blazing off the field, but he's going to be blazing on the field, cutting around the corner, making that shoulder blade cut the grass, getting to the quarterback, making people pay for all of the times that he's been not being able to play. So Randy Gregory is going to blaze this thing up. If you can see into the future and say to yourself, yes, don't worry, because think about it. We got help inside, and now we're going to have Randy Gregory. They're going to bring Tyrone Crawford back for a cup of coffee. And then on top of that, they're going to draft somebody. We okay, Law. We okay. Don't hit the panic button right now. Don't look at it. Are you guys feeling the same thing I'm feeling? Is it Randy Gregory? Boomer Soomer, shout out to you, man. Thank you for tuning in to the nation. Leaving... Yes, I feel your Oracle. I think that's your name. Lamb, Ruggs, Judy, to fill in the D from there. This is from Brian. I think that the way we got all of these holes, we got holes at linebackers. We got big old holes that we need to plug at linebacker. We got very big reservations in the holes as it relates to safety play. So when we just start talking about that, I don't know how you can look at this situation and say, with the 17th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Henry Ruggs. I just don't see it unless we make another move, another swipe at a free agent guy before this draft, and we will say, okay, this will be the guy that can fill in those voids. Who are those guys? I seen somebody posted earlier, a Malcolm Jenkins, Ohio State, former Saints player, former Filthy player. Would you guys like Malcolm Jenkins? Because dare I say, if you get a Malcolm Jenkins, you can really say, okay, I don't really have to pick a safety, a McKinney, or a Delpit at the 17th pick. Although Malcolm Jenkins is long in the tooth, but what we can look at and say to ourselves, that would be your angle of looking at and validating and making justification for the nation to go out there and get your boy Henry Ruggs, a CeeDee Lamb, or a Jerry Judy. Andy says pick up Christopher Harris. Yeah. Emmanuel Sanders' name been mentioned. He's 33, 34 years old. Do you want Emmanuel Sanders? Because we knew that's the one slot situation that we do have a situation in. I don't want Ruggs. He's too soft. This is from Andy. I don't know about that. Emmanuel Sanders is better. Is Emmanuel Sanders that much better than, dare I say, a Randall Cobb? Is he that much better? I have more faith in these wide receivers. Shout out to you, Lord Nova, for the donation, the $1.99 for your mind. Let me see what you had to say, man. What it do, Law? Let's go get snacks. Ooh, I love snacks. Do you guys love snacks? I love eating snacks. I don't know. Ruggs, Lamb, or Judy? James Harden. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. I'm 8 years older than James Harden. E. Sanders all day. SMU kid, right? Dak works better on route runners. Yeah, yeah. Let me see what my guy, man, Mr. Wright, had to say. Guys like KJ Hill. I like KJ Hamler better, but okay, KJ Hills or Van Jefferson. I like Van Jefferson. I like Van Jefferson. Um, what's up with you, Spoonie? Shout out to you, man. Thank you for tuning in to the nation. All right, so Ken Law coming to Dallas. Book it. This is from the great. Yeah. If Ken Law comes to Dallas, what we would then use, because believe it or not, Ken Law's comp is Gerald McCoy. Believe it or not, Ken Law's comp is Gerald McCoy. You would, dare I say, use Ken Law as a guy that's going to pick up and learn from the great Gerald McCoy, a 6-time Pro Bowler. And what you're getting from a Gerald McCoy opposed to, dare I say, a Malik Collins when he was here. Yes, Malik Collins created all type of pressure, but he just couldn't get home. He was not ET. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know how to get home. He just didn't know how to get home. He created pressure. He created some havoc out there, but he just did not get home. So what will happen is that we will have a battle within a battle. It will be Tristan Hill versus a Ken Law all through the offseason. Let me know who you guys think will win. Who you guys think will win. Shout out to you. Law doesn't talk to Saints fans. Shout out to you, though, man. I talk to Saints fans. My mom is a diehard Saints fan. She is a diehard Saints fan. Shout out to the Saints. They got their hands full, too, for whatever they got to do, especially as it relates to quarterback play. You never know how long Drew Brees is going to last. Yes, Natasha. Yes. Y'all hit that like button. Yeah, share this content. Let that friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune into Cowboy Sports Talk and beyond. He'd be a slot guy. Gallup or Coop? You put Coop in the slot. I don't think that I would trust and like Gallup in the slot. I like Gallup to be physical, muscle on the outside. He's the ex-receiver. On top of that, I would like for Gallup to, do some more end arounds if you want to psych up the, the defenses in the opposition. I think that Gallup can do that. But Gallup, he's got that subtle speed. You see, he got that speed that all of a sudden you look up and you say, man, this guy is getting to the edge off of this route. He got that hidden strength. That you remember that touchdown he caught against some team, and he was able to put his foot down and be like Spider-Man, just nimble. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session. As you take a deeper look at Michael Gallup, he plucks the ball out of the sky, brings it in, always holding the ball with his hands tightly, and he's able to make that acrobatic catch. And he's second to none at that right now. I know I said it earlier, but he's second to none. Sometimes I look at number 13, if you know what I mean, and I sit there and say, is this Dez Bryant mixed with a Michael Irvin? And I get a lot of hate mail from that. It's, Law, you crazy. But I'm looking at it like, man, this brother, he's nice. He's nice. He's like a mixture of the two. Not saying he's greater or less than the two, but he's like a mixture. Sometimes I just wish you could slap 88 on him. and trust me, the Cowboys never won a Super Bowl without a wide receiver having 88 on their roster. So this year, we're going to have to figure out a way to find somebody to wear number 88, right? Okay, now we cooking McCoy. Yeah, so for those who just now tuned in, I really appreciate you all. Gerald McCoy, his stats and his numbers are out there as far as the, I guess, what the Cowboys are going to pay. And that, what a steal, $6 million a year. $6 million a year. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Claiborne scares me when it comes to dragging corners. Okay, yeah. Y'all talking about Claiborne. How would you use Emmanuel Sanders, Law Nation? This is from my brother from another mother, Devon, one of the sponsors. I would use Emmanuel Sanders as put it like this. Whatever you liked about the SMU kid, I believe, Cole Beasley, just put an extra fire sauces on what Emmanuel Sanders would bring. They both similar as it relates to route concepts, pivots, finding the soft spots in the zone. But my thing is what Emmanuel Sanders can do. He got that hidden subtle speed too, that he can really at times take the top off the defense. Law, what are you talking about? You remember that Super Bowl? They could have won the Super Bowl. All Garoppolo had to do is just have a little bit more quarterback coolness, knowing that the pressure is going to be there, but step up, take his time, and deliver that ball, baby. The 49ers would have had them a Super Bowl. He was open. He beat that guy. Because here's the problem that you will have when you're trying to guard Emmanuel Sanders, not Deion, but Emmanuel. You have a problem, whereas if he catch you with that extra linebacker on him, and you don't have that safety inside, and you fool around, and you have the slot guy on him, and he checks off to the primary receiver, and now you one-on-one with a safety with Emmanuel Sanders, it's just nasty. Even at 33, 34, somebody put his age down in the box, because he got that quick, subtle speed that he will take the top off on you. Football hazmat suits, yes. Larry Jacks, what's good with you? Appreciate you. He's 33. That's a good number. Boy, I remember when I was 33. That's a good number though. Law, should Dak walk after this season? Cowboys show no loyalty. This is from Spoonie Dog. My thing is Rain Dakota Prescott. I'm like in the middle of the road with this. I'm like, we know that the trust is not all the way there. We know that they're not all the way in. And when you're not all the way in on your quarterback, it seems to like have these type of situations. Now, the Cowboys do have until July the 15th to make that final decision. Now, if they go with the aspect deadline, make deals, and we got to figure out how this COVID-19 is all going to go through. Hopefully, when the flu season is over with, a lot of people will just be like, okay, let's get this season going, let's get basketball going, let's get the world going, and these sort of things. But I will say this. The people that have been like some of the celebrities that got hit with the COVID-19, I'm just going to talk about this real briefly. My thing is, people need to stop just saying such and such. Tupac got the COVID-19. Biggie got the COVID-19. You know, Idris Elba got the COVID-19. Tom Hanks. Stop saying all of that. Stop. Because what happened is fear is always something that people like to enclose themselves into, and they don't look at the reality of it. H1N1, a lot of people died over that. Zika virus, the Ebola, all of this stuff. People die over these pandemics or these viruses and these things that's out here in the world. Now, the COVID-19, yes, is spreading rapidly. But what happened here, collectively speaking, is that now when people start to panic, and people don't act well when it's panicking time. I mean, they buy 50 million toilet tissues with no food. like what you gonna do? You gonna eat the tissue? So my thing is, let all of this stuff brush over. On top of that, not just because you get it doesn't mean that you're going to die. There's over, I think there was a report that over 60,000 people recover from it. So let's just pump the brakes on, oh, I got COVID-19, I'm about to die. No, it's not the case in the scenario. On top of that, I got to say this one other thing. Have you ever had the flu before? I'm gonna read somebody comment. Have you ever had the flu before? Don King, have you ever had the flu before? Fried toilet paper is actually tasty. Don King, don't be frying no toilet paper. Toad too. He said, I have the flu before. Okay. Coop 19, let me know. Shout out to you, man. Clowny is not coming here too. Devon, I don't know. You know, he wants too much money. So Devon, you had the flu before. The last thing you would do if you had the flu is jump on a phone or jump into somebody's camera and say, hey, I got the flu. Your butt gonna be laid out like Family Guy. You're not gonna be all about, hey, I got the flu and this thing is serious, guys. Let's be real about it. Look, those two interviews that Idris Elba had, I understand he said he got it, but why in the world you gonna jump on camera. Hey, I got COVID-19. Man, I had the flu one time. I had to do this. I had to go lay down. I couldn't even look at light. Had to turn off everything. Had to go get me that hottie toddy, for those who know, that Hennessy. You know what I mean? I had to get me some peppermint drinks. I didn't talk to nobody. But these brothers out here, oh, I got the flu. They make a whole press conference. Rudy Gobert or whatever his name is. Oh, I have it, the flu, and this thing is real. Man, if you really had it, you wouldn't be talking to nobody. Let's be real about that. So let's get back to football. Let's get back to football. So stop capping. That's what I want people to do. Stop capping and make it seem like, oh, I got it. I'm something special. I put my news out there. Kevin Durant, oh, he got it. It's something special. What happened to HIPAA law? Oh, my goodness. Ha, Clinton Dick. Shout out to you, LaShawn O'Neal. Yes, LaShawn O'Neal. My thing is, he will be a guy that knows his defense. He will be a guy that understands his defense. Anything for clout. Yes, you're right, Cowboys executioner. Because if I got it, you guys wouldn't know it. I'll be folded up like a wallet somewhere. Don King. Henry Ruggs can't outrun Corona. Henry Ruggs can probably outrun a lot of things. Henry Ruggs, he's a bad brother. Or the Jamal Adams talk trade is over, or trade talk is over. This is from Eric. I just don't want to close the door with Jamal. I don't want to close the door. I got about 3 more minutes, Cowboy Nation. I don't want to close the door with Jamal. Safety help. What about Dez? Dez. All right, let me touch on this topic. I don't want to close the door on Jamal. I think that we still should entertain that. Whoever we get at the 17th pick, they would not be better than Jamal. They may have a higher ceiling or what have you, but as of present day, from 2020 to 21 and 22, they won't be better than Jamal Adams. Let's be real about that. Let's be 100. Okay? So what I'm looking at from a collective standpoint, that we still should keep that entertained, because the Jets have yet to extend a brother, right? All right, so moving a little bit further, I already touched on Emmanuel Sanders. I think that he will be pretty wicked in this particular offense. Now, Desmond Bryant. I think that Desmond Bryant is better than Avante Bryant. I think that Desmond Bryant is better than whatever 4th round or 4th receiver, I meant to say, that we have on this team currently. I think that Dez Bryant would be a good insurance policy, but I would bring Dez Bryant back only under one condition. I'm gonna pause for a second so you guys can gather what I'm saying. Not as Don King, not as a tight end, no. And I'll break that down. No to Jenkins. This is from Jamion Cal. You better say yes to Jenkins, boy. Shoot, we need a dog out there. All right, so not Dez Bryant as a slot guy. I would only bring Dez Bryant back under these conditions. If he can participate all through the offseason and show a great level of competition, competing for that particular spot. On top of that, if we can see him week 1, week 2 of the preseason, playing out there on the field and developing, because at the end of the day, the brother have not played football in 2 years. So Dez haven't taken a snap in years. Yes, I agree. So what I'm saying is that Dez do got the size, Don King. D. Bond says no to Dez, but it will have to be conditions. And then on top of that, I will only entertain Dez for just above veteran minimum. Because dog it, if just above that, just above veteran minimum. And the only reason why we got to give Dez Bryant a shot at this thing, because he is showing that he is working out. He's showing that he's aggressive in his route techniques, and he does look like he's have a mental mindset to come back. But it have to be under those conditions. I don't want to see Dez trying to learn a new position, because dog it, he barely did it when he was playing in the NFL when he was young. So I don't want to teach the old dog new tricks. I don't want to do that. I don't want to play political football. I want to bring Dez Bryant only in situational football, red zone, money zone, green zone. On top of that, when he come in to give Michael Gallup a spell at the X. I don't want to see him in the inside. I don't want to see him attempting to be a tight end because he can't do it. And I hate to put limitations on somebody, but I'm going to use the word can't because I don't want to line 88 inside and you have a defensive edge guy saying, oh, pass. I don't want to tip my hand on what we're trying to do and get the quarterback hurt or get somebody else hurt. Because if I'm a defensive edge guy, if I'm a linebacker and I see Dez Bryant line in-line route as a tight end, don't you think what I would do with him? He's big as it relates to wide receiver play, but he's small and tiny as it relates to tight end play. The mentality is different. All right, Cowboy Nation, that's all the time that I have for right now, man. I really appreciate you all, man. You guys been a blast, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and Beyond. My name is Law Nation, LAW Nation. I'm on multiple platforms: Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, oh man, Black Planet, Twitch, Twitter, you name it, I'm there. Cowboy Nation, let's continue to grind and shine, baby. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours, and remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. 25 minutes straight. No commercials, baby. Straight talk action. You don't have to turn to ESPN. You can just sub to Law. Don't have to turn to ESPN, NFL Network. They would have had 50 million commercials right now. You get all of the real, raw, uncut, filtered Law Nation. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hit that like button. Share it. You get good luck when you share this thing. And on top of that, when you join the notification squad, blessings just fall out of the sky. Boy, blessings just fall out of the sky when you join the notification squad. Ain't that right, Devon? Ain't that right, Devon? Blessings are all around you guys when you join the notification for the nation. Let's go. Peace.